Oh, oh yeah, okay. How's it going? How's it going, everyone? I hope you're doing well. I figured I'd just pop on here. I'm feeling pretty good today. You know why? Because my sculptures are finally done. So I figured I would share the final update on my sculpture on this journey we've taken together, making things out of mycelium. Oh, sorry, I'm just adjusting things in OBS. Hold on. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Friday. I just went to my friend's house. I delivered the little sculpture I made for her. It was the one I shared on Discord. Here, I'll show you. Speaking of which, I just got a notification. I wonder who's messaged me. Oop. There it is. I'm going to delete this other display capture. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah. I did this last night in a frenzy. I had a different... So I had the triangle shape, right? And it had like some mycelium sticking up and out. And it was all white and uniform. And I decided, I was like... Well, I asked my husband for his recommendation on what I should do. And he said it looked too uniform. It looked... Because it wasn't... it wasn't like a perfect white color. And it was kind of lumpy. It kind of didn't look ideal. And so that gave me the idea that I should make something more rustic. I had the idea to like, okay, I guess I'll trim off this stuff that's hanging out. And I go in there, and I was only planning on trimming off a tiny bit, and I was thinking it was going to look white underneath. It definitely did not. And so I thought I ruined it. I was like, oh shit. Because I pulled off a piece of it, and it looked really ugly when I pulled it off. It's like, oh no, it's destroyed. The thing is, you just gotta commit to it. So I decided to, instead of giving up, commit to it and just like destroy the side of all of it so that it would make it more uniform and just kind of go with that like super rough look. And then it was still looking a little bit plain, so I was like, I knew I wanted to arrange the flowers on there. But then originally I had a bunch of orchids that were going all around the outside. But it looked a bit, I had like a big one, this big one, and a bunch of little tiny mini ones that were scattered all over. And it looked a bit too busy. It looked like, it kind of looked like a 5-year-old had made it. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like, I don't know, it just wasn't, it didn't feel right. I was like, this looks okay. I wish I had the original picture. I was like, this looks alright, but it doesn't really look like art. It just looks like something that was thrown together. But then once I started destroying the side of it, I was like, ooh, this could be something interesting. And I was like, it needs more, but not other flowers. So what if I like start roughing it up even more? So I took a big old knife and I just cut it in the middle, and it looked okay. But then I noticed that I accidentally cut it twice, and so then it looked kind of messy. So I was like, okay, well, how do I fix this? There's no going back. Like once you cut off this like soft and fluffy mycelium on top, it doesn't grow back because I had already dried it. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just make it deeper. And so I go in there I take a needle and I just go in there and scratch. And I just scratched all the mycelium off. And it still looks super rough, but I think it looks, I think it looks like it works. Hello, Sam, how's it going? Sam, we're doing an exploration of the Mycelium Sculptures. I just got back from my friend's house. I gave this to her and she loved it. So she hung it up on her wall, and that made me very happy. That gave me a nice dopamine rush. I know that you should make art for yourself and not for other people, but I do enjoy giving things to people and having them like it. So this is I don't know, I wasn't anticipating it to look like this at all, but this is what it ended up being, so I'm okay with it. I'm content with it. But yeah, I've got my other sculptures back here. Here, maybe I'll transfer over to my reading. Today's a super chill stream today. We don't have a ton of topics to go over, but I did want to share okay, here. So look, I've got a selection of many different things. So, got our brick here. Yeah, look at that. Big old brick. It's heavy. It's not as lightweight as you would think it would be. Although I think it does still have some water in it. I nuked this baby for like 36 hours. So my oven's still running right now because there's still some stuff in there. It's got like a really I don't want to say pleasant smell. It's not very pleasant. It smells the way that mushrooms taste if they're like unseasoned and just cooked. So like it's like a little bit sour, a little bit earthy, a little bit mushy. But my whole house smells like this right now. It kind of made me a little bit nauseated, not gonna lie. I went every time I go downstairs, I'm like, oh. When it's at the beginning stage of the drying, all the water is evaporating and the water smells very mushroomy. And it's quite unpleasant. But now it's like, it's a very subtle smell. Your husband must be very patient. Yeah, he is. He's very patient. So, and then if you notice look how tan it got on top. You see how brown and tan it got? So this happens, when I first took it out of the mold, it was like perfectly white. But over time, as it's aged and as it's like, as it's dried out, it's gotten a lot more leathery and a lot more like orange tan color. But this thing's solid. Like, this thing's really solid. I feel like I don't want to drop it necessarily, but it's not crumbly or anything. It feels like, what is it? It almost feels like cement in a way. But then the top part of it is super soft and leathery. So, it's a little bit misshapen, if you can see, because that's just the way it went into the mold. I didn't press it enough into the mold, so it didn't quite reach all the corners. That's okay. They said that the misshapenness of the block is a feature, not a flaw. So hopefully, woo. Okay, that's sour. You guys, I don't really like hibiscus tea, if I'm honest. Plain hibiscus tea. I made tea out of, it's got hibiscus, goji berry, and then like some other dried fruit in there. But the goji berry and the fruit was not enough to counteract the sourness. Hibiscus is super sour. Woo! Okay, that's interesting. It tastes very fruity, which is interesting because it's a flower, right? I don't know. Okay, so that's the brick, and I'll just put that right there. Okay, next I've got. Actually, I want to show these little cookies. Okay, so I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but They're cute. Again, I had so much extra material that I had no idea what to do with it all. So I ended up putting this in like cupcake sheet, a cupcake tin, and just seeing. If you notice, it gets really, so obviously it turned more cream color as it dried. So it used to be pure white, but now it's a little bit cream. That's okay. I feel like it's a feature, not a flaw. It's really rough on the side of the wood. It looks like a smooth rice cake. I know, yeah, it looks like a little treat. It looks like you can just... I don't think it would taste good. I don't think it would taste... Mostly because of the wood. There's still a lot of wood in here. If you can see, it's still very woody. The mycelium just barely like connects all the wood together. You'd think it like would consume all the wood entirely, but I mean, I think that I don't want to do that because I didn't want the mushrooms to start growing out. It's a very time sensitive process, right? Because you don't want to grow it for so long that it starts to grow mushrooms out of it or turn yellow or anything. But you also want to grow it long enough so that it colonizes everything. So every day I was like checking it multiple times a day and being like, okay, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? And it wasn't ready. But then the other day it ended up being ready. Just because I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm not waiting anymore. But if you notice something interesting is that the side that goes inside the mold is very uniform and smooth. But then the side that's exposed to air is very light and fluffy. So I think oxygen causes it to puff up like this, because this happened to all of them. And if you allow too much air to come in, it'll make like a cotton candy type structure on top, which is very like cool, and it's very, if you feel the top of it, it's very soft. Like it's such an interesting feeling. It feels very like almost like fur. Like it feels like furry in a way. It's and it almost feels like it's still wet, but it's not. It's fully dry. It's very oh my god, how would I describe it? There's nothing like it. There's nothing similar. Let me think. Like, not like peach fuzz. Not like, because that's fuzzy and that's kind of hairy. This is much softer than that. It's like, it's like a microfiber cloth. Yeah, it feels like microfiber. I mean, there are literally microfibers in here. So, yeah, but I do got to be careful with this because I did give myself a splinter from it earlier. But I'm not sure what to do with these shapes. I want to like put it against my face. It's so soft. I just want to like rub my face with it. It just feels so nice. Yeah, these ones don't smell as strong. The brick is the one that smells the strongest for some reason. I don't know. But I was thinking maybe I could put like what would it be though? Like, I was thinking I could do like a keychain, but then I think this is too big. This is way too big to be a keychain. I could put a bunch of them together and make some sort of shape of some kind. I don't know. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to let me know. But some sort of decorative thing. They can go on the wall, they can go on like your desk or something. The only thing is that they can't go in the bathroom. They can't go anywhere where it's humid, right? Because it will, I don't know, it might end up degrading. It might end up like soaking things up like a sponge. I told my friend to put her piece that I gave her not in the bathroom and not in the kitchen, but in the living room and like out of direct sunlight. Because I think direct sunlight will cause it to get a bit more tan. but this is very fun. We're gonna do some experimentation with it. One thing my friend recommended is that we could do, oh my gosh, thank you so much for following. Follows are anonymous, by the way. We're talking about these are mycelium, look at them. We're mushroom lovers on this channel. So this is reishi mycelium. We're building sculptures, talking about the texture of it. Oh my gosh, I just want to touch it all the time. I just want to like stroke it. It looks kind of weird, but okay, so that's the mycelium cookies. Here, do you want a cookie? You can eat one if you would like. Okay. Okay, and then I have this one. So I have a full circle. I like this one. I really like how it's like a perfect circle shape. Look at that. Ah, it's so cool. And this is very light. It's very, like you could hang this on your wall. You could, and I think it's all the way dry. It might not be fully dry. You really gotta nuke these things for a long time. They hold a lot of moisture. So, but if you look, it looks very cream color, very tan on top. As usual, it's very like fluffy on this side. And then on the side where it was in the cake pan, it's very uniform. It actually even has the pattern. If you see it has the pattern of the cake pan. So I think I could do really, really detailed patterns. If I do a different type of mold, I think I could do a really, like, what if I did like a sacred geometry type? Oh, the New Age people would love that. They would, I mean, first of all, it's made out of mushrooms. And then second of all, if I did like New Age sacred geometry, I thought about putting a yin yang on here. You know, like, what if I carved away, maybe I carve away the mycelium to kind of similar to how I did on the on this one where the wood is exposed, because this white layer is very superficial. You could scratch it away, and underneath it would be mostly wood color. And so, sorry, I'm finding there we go. I was thinking I could like scrape it away for the side that's young, right? The black side, and then, you know, leave a little circle, and then scrape away a circle on the white side, you know. It's like the size of my head. But if you see, it's really thin. People would like that. I hope so, maybe. I don't know if I ever want to like make art to sell. It might just be something I give to other people. I'm not sure yet. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think my closet can handle the I would love to do it on a larger scale. Yes, Chozo, look. This is what Chozo, I made many different things. Chozo, look at this other thing I made. So Chozo, here's this other sculpture. And then I've got my Twitch logo. Okay, you guys, I've been holding out on my Twitch logo. I want to show you my Twitch. It's still in the oven. It's not done yet, but I'll be able to show it to you guys. Yeah, so we're talking about, we've got these like blank canvases where I'm not sure what I'll put on it, but we're kind of like brainstorming. Okay, should I go get my Twitch logo? I think I should. Okay, I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, I got it. All right, are you guys ready? You're not ready for it. Okay, I got it. The final product. And also I'm gonna figure out a way to like put it on the wall behind me. I think I'm gonna get rid of this painting or something. Or I could put it over here maybe. I think I'll put it in this area. Okay, you ready? It's a bit fragile because it's not done drying yet, so, and it's like steaming right now. Okay. Very careful now. Okay. Here. Whoa! It's so cool! It ended up being exactly what I wanted. Look how awesome this is. Oh my god. And you could see the details of it. Yeah! Twitch logo, Mycelium Creators. Mushroom Twitch stream. Now I can put this behind me on my wall. Thank you guys, thank you. Now I can put it behind me on the wall, and yeah, now anybody who comes into my stream can see my mushroom sculpture. But yeah, I'm very pleased. You see the detail. You see how clean the lines are? I was expecting it to be really rough, but no, it does exactly what it fills in the mold exactly the way that it's designed. It does really well. I mean, granted, I did blend the oats so that it would be a bit finer of a texture to go in the mold. But as you can see, there's like parts where the mycelium didn't grow all the way. But I don't know, it makes it look kind of, it looks kind of rustic in a way. I feel like it fits the, it's a bit distressed. Well, and the thing is, like, I cut this part of it off because it was like the shape of it was not correct, and so I went in there with a knife, and I think because I distressed it, the mycelium didn't grow into it. But it kind of looks like it kind of adds to like the Last of Us, or like apocalyptic kind of like degraded, decomposing type vibe. Oh my god, I'm so excited, you guys. Yeah. So on the other side of it, okay, I'm being very careful because I do not want to destroy this. You see, look at how it's glossy on the other side. See there, that means there's still moisture. It's not dry. So there's some condensation forming on the back side. And this is the side that ended up being really cloudy. And I think I prefer it to be on the back side than on the front side in this particular case. I like it to be more uniform. But I think, so how will I hang this on my wall? Maybe I'll should I create holes in it and then cause it's a little bit heavy. I mean, it's about as heavy as a picture frame would be, you know? So, but yeah, I would carve holes in the back of it and then probably put nails on the wall and then just hang it on the nails probably. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But thank you guys all for being so supportive of me and my art journey. This has been really fun. In fact, I think I enjoy the process more. Well, I do enjoy the end result, if I'm being honest with you. Because I'm like, oh my god, I actually did it! There were so many points. Dude, there were so many points where I failed. Oh, my laundry's gonna go off. Hold on. She needs to have her moment. I'll let my laundry machine have her moment. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm happy. Okay, it's done finally. what was I saying? Oh, just the failures, right? If we go back to, I kind of want to go back to the Discord photo of my failures to relive all the times we fucked up. I think I posted it in general, but like I tried to make the mold out of. So for those who weren't here to see the whole process, here's what happened. Okay, we started out with this. I printed it out. Just off the online. You see there's lines on there. And then I put it on some clay and I created this out of clay. And then from there, I put additional clay over top of it and I created this. So it's like a mold inside. So this is the mold. And then from there, I did the process of you inject the oats with mushroom spores. You let it colonize, and then you mix it up. I blended it in the blender, which, dude, I was so scared. I thought I was gonna introduce contamination in there. Reishi is a fucking beast, dude. Reishi is an absolute beast. If you try and grow psilocybin mushrooms, you so much as look at them in the wrong direction and they will grow any form of contamination, like seriously. You so much as breathe in their general direction and you're fucked. Like that's just, it's very challenging to grow those. So reishi feels like an absolute breeze. Like it feels so easy. Like I could expose it to open air. I could agitate it a lot and it'll just recover. It's like nothing happened. So, anyway, but, can I tell you guys something interesting? So this is the mold, right? So I put the mycelium in here. The mycelium started eating the mold. So I have this, I put this acrylic paint on the inside and I painted the inside with the acrylic paint or like sealant. Actually, it wasn't paint, it was varnish. Okay, I varnished the inside of it. It started eating the varnish. Babies are hungry. I know. No, dude, it was eating the varnish to the point where you could see like there's a bunch of, I mean, you can't see on the camera, but like there's so many yellow spots and like bare patches because the mycelium ate it away and then started going into the clay and like making the clay all wet. Because it's air dry clay, if it's exposed to water, it'll just get wet again. But luckily it's not that bad. I think if I'm gonna end up creating another one of these, then I'm gonna have to like, I'm gonna have to patch it up a bit and like reseal it because it's really, yeah, there's so many spots where it just like, it gave in. And that's the thing, I don't want it to stick. I'm so surprised it didn't stick either. It's like, I don't know how. I'm gonna go in my general and see if I can find the picture of the absolutely destroyed plaster. Oh, I also cut myself. Okay, so I cut myself with the freaking syringe. Which that's fun. So far, no mushroom. So like I took this syringe and I injected it into the oats. And when I removed the cap, I stabbed myself with the syringe. These guys are sharp. So I'd be really careful. I mean, it's obvious that it's sharp, but like, it's really sharp. Luckily, I hadn't injected anything yet, so I didn't, and it was like a sterile syringe at that point, so it didn't contaminate me or anything. But who knows? There might be mycelium growing in me. Maybe. Okay, let me see if I can find seriously, this whole project has been taking such a long time. Oh yeah, like at one point I destroyed the freaking. So I had this originally, and actually I don't even like the shape. This is 1.0, which got destroyed when I poured plaster of Paris in there. Dang it! I want to find the picture of when I just got plaster of Paris exploded all over. Yeah, here it is. Yo, this was a bad day, you guys. An absolute disaster. And a new superhero was born, Mycelium Girl. I know, I hope so. I'll let you know if any mushroom powers start coming in. But this was a bad day. I would not recommend using plaster of Paris to anyone, ever. Plaster of Paris sucks, okay? You mix that shit in with water and you have like 5 minutes. You have literally 5 exact minutes. If you do it 5 minutes and 1 second, no. it's too late. It just solidifies. And then it gets really hot because there's some sort of chemical reaction. And then it's so fragile and brittle. And so it'll like solidify and you're like, wait, not yet. Because you're trying to like hurriedly get the right, because you gotta get the right mixture of water and plaster. There's a ratio. Even if you get the ratio right, it's still like you gotta eyeball it. You gotta add more. It looks like pancake batter. And I had a screwdriver. I had a giant bucket. I had a screwdriver and like a stir thing attached to the screwdriver. And I put it in, I turned it on, and then it just like exploded everywhere. I'm pretty sure I have like little bits of plaster all over my house. Like actually. Like plaster was splashing up the wall. It was splashing on my computer. Splashing on this painting over here. Like all I can't have nice stuff anymore. I had luckily I had a blanket put down, but you see there's still plaster on the carpet too. And then of course, through all that, with 8 pounds of plaster, when I try and remove the mold from it, it gets freaking stuck in there. Because I think it creates like a vacuum between the clay. It sticks to the clay. So I try and pry it out, right? And then it just ends up shattering in my hands. It's like, I think what I did was I was trying so hard to get out and like pry it out, and I didn't want to break my original like clay sculpture. And so I just started like pounding it on the floor and like hitting it, like fucking spanking it, hoping it'll come out. And then of course it fucking shattered. I was like so close. I kid you not. Like, actually, I think what happened is that I was able to finally get the thing. So the first time I tried to do plaster, it shattered when I was throwing it on the ground. The second time I did it, I was able to get the clay out, but then it ended up being not deep enough. And so what I did was I took a tool and I started scraping it out. But as I was scraping it, this inner part, which was too thin, just fucking shattered. So, yeah, it was a huge waste. It's like $50 to $100 of materials. Okay, anyway, long story short, do not use plaster. Ever. Hi Tweet, how's it going? Thank you for lurking. We showed our final Twitch logo today, going over the whole process. So anyway, yeah, I think that was about it. I was so discouraged. I was like ready to give up. I was like, okay, you know what? This sucks. screw this. I hate art. I'm never going to be an artist. Blah, blah, blah. But we persevered. So, for those of you who didn't see the final, I'm so afraid I'm going to fucking shatter this. It's fine. It's so... So for those of you who didn't see the final thing, here it is. I think I'm going to stick it downstairs pretty soon. But obviously, yeah, I'm going to hang it on my wall for us all to enjoy. All right, I think I've bragged enough. I figured I would. Yeah. There's a few yellow spots in a couple places. Oh yeah, it's still nice and soft. Okay, I'm gonna go stick this in the oven again. But okay, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. There we go. All right, my friends. Well, let this be a sign that you just gotta keep trying. You just gotta keep going. I believe in you. And if it's not a sign to anybody, then it's at least a sign to me. What I like to do with this stream is kind of document my life at this particularly interesting stage, which is what sorry, I'm out of breath. All the anemic girls get it. This is for me to look back on and remember, like, hey, when you want to give up, that's lame, because you can do it. You don't think you can do it? You can do it. You just have to try. And like that doesn't mean you're automatically going to be good at everything. But if you keep banging your head against the wall, eventually you're going to cave the wall in. And I don't know, metaphors. But it just feels really gratifying to be able to have an idea. I just never thought I'd be able to actually complete something. You know what I mean? My whole life I've never really even accomplished anything of value. And the thing is that value is subjective. I'm sure other people looking at my life will say, What are you talking about? You accomplished this, you accomplished that. But none of it's meaningful to me. Because I'm realizing now that value and meaning are determined by you. And so, like, it doesn't matter if you do something for external approval. If you do something because you feel like other people expect you to do it, it's never going to feel rewarding to you. It's never going to feel meaningful to you. But if you do something where it's like, from start to finish, you are dedicating you're experimenting, you're being curious, you're investigating, you're doing something that feels like nobody's done before, which people have definitely made mycelium sculptures before, but they've never made it like me. And I don't think anybody's made a Twitch mycelium logo that I know of. We all have this desire to be extremely special. I mean, I definitely do. I want to be special. And so it's like, well, the way you need to feel special is to make yourself feel special. Find ways to make yourself feel. You can't expect anybody else to make you feel special. You have to do it yourself. I'm realizing that everything I want in my life, I have to go out there and get it. I can't expect anybody to bring it to me. I can't expect like it to just come to me by chance. I have to see something I want and go out and get it. If I want more love in my life, I have to manifest that, and I have to love more people in my life. I have to send love out before I can receive it. If I want to make an piece of art, I have to come up with the idea and I mean, here's the thing. I am definitely I definitely did massage my ego throughout the entire process, and that's what's required at this stage. Of course, when I filmed the whole process for my Twitch stream, that was me just kind of like trying to gain that external validation along with doing the art project. And that was what was needed. That was what was needed for me to keep going. But now I hope that eventually I can reach the stage where I can do it when nobody's watching. Like I can create things not for anybody to appreciate them, not for anybody to watch me do it, not for anybody to be inspired by it, but just for me, just because I like to do it. So this first project, I think, was just to show me that it is possible, like to convince me, yeah, this is possible, you can do it. And then from now, I think it's now my job to just create, just do stuff just for me. I'm eating a radish, sorry. It's a little bit spicy. But anyway, so I'm already like getting excited for what's next. So I think I mentioned, but my friend is wanting to try out different techniques. So there's this one where like if you put Mod Podge down on the sculpture and then put a photo, so you print a photo and put it on top, then the ink will transfer to the sculpture. I think that could be interesting. Because I've got all these blank slates. I'm not sure what to do with it. But I find that the process of creating art is very intuitive, very like, I don't know, I'm trying to teach myself how to do art. I feel like it's not something that can really be taught. I remember taking an art class where they taught us the ratio of a human face. And that's important, I think. Like if you want to do realism, you know, not have a ton of creative freedom, then okay, art can be taught, but I think like creativity cannot be. Like you can be inspired by people for sure, but nobody can teach you how to search within yourself for the feeling of, oh, this looks right. Creativity can be taught to an extent. Yeah. And I think a lot of creativity just is not giving up. Like just keep going and keep going. And when other people would give up, you keep going and keep trying and be like, well, this other people might see this as a failure, but I'm going to keep trying anyway. Yeah, tenacity will beat out talent every time. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it was in Eris's stream where he was talking about how, like, go to your local community centers and see other people sharing their art, other people who are doing like poetry nights and art nights, and you'll see that, you know, it doesn't really, you don't have to be amazing. You don't have to be like, your art doesn't have to be jaw-dropping and inspiring. You just have to do it because, like, I don't know, that doing it is better than not doing it. Trying is better than not trying, right? Those people are doing it. Those people are creating. You aren't. So you gotta go. I just wish I knew that earlier, because like I held myself back from creating stuff, because I was like, oh, what if it's not gonna be good? What if it's gonna be shit? You know, what if it's gonna look bad? And it's like, plenty of people put out absolute, well, that's subjective, but plenty of people put out not great stuff, and are completely proud of it and fine with it. And, you know, like, hey, they did it. They did it, and that shows something. That shows that they are dedicated and confident. Tweet says, it takes so much for me to even post my art in Discord, but it's getting better each time. Well, I love seeing you post your art on Discord. It's very inspiring to me. I mean, here, I'll, like, I don't know if you, have you posted yours on, I don't have an art section, so I never know where people post it. Oh, it's probably in my self-love thing. Because I feel like you've posted art on my Discord before. Bro. Oh, here. Yeah, you post in Tays the most. I've seen, and some in Mushroom Fairies, in Truffles. But I love the, like, tattoo aesthetic, the dark black lines. Two people who have been really inspiring for me to try and create my own art are you, definitely, and Dom as well. Dom Rocks is like constantly creating art. And like a while back he was posting a bunch of it in my Discord. And I just love looking at it because, like, he's just doing it. He's coming up with all these ideas, and I'm sure the more he puts stuff out there, the easier it is to put stuff out there. So just like you were saying, it took a while to find the style I loved. And that's the thing, you gotta find what you love, right? You gotta find something that's actually enjoyable to you. Because here's another one, yeah. Because I've made art before, many different times, and like, the reason why it never really stuck with me was because, like, I didn't enjoy the process of doing it. Like, even if I made like my sketches, for example, like, I think they look okay. I think they look good. But like, now I just don't want to do it at all. I'm burned out. I'm like, Just because I don't enjoy the process of doing it. I enjoy the final product. I'm like, can I just magically have nice drawing? That's not the way it should work. You should not make art for the final product. You need to make it because you enjoy that process of, like, experimenting with colors and experimenting with shapes and, like, you know. So I did it. We did it. I really, like, this is what I want my Discord to be all about. I would love people sharing, like, things they cooked. I love people sharing their art. I love people sharing their, like, fitness, their music that they do. Matrick shares his music that he's created. Like, that is just what I want to see. Yeah, that is what I want to see. I want to see people getting out there and doing stuff. Okay, can I tell you guys something? Hi, Orange. Orange, oh dang it, I just put it away. I had my final Twitch logo. It's so cool. But it's in the oven right now. So I'll show you the other stuff. Look at my brick. Here's my brick. It's hefty. I could eat that. You saw pics? Well, the final thing looks really cool. Like way cooler than the pictures. Because it looks more white. I almost want to run downstairs and go get it. I won't, but I'll show you the circle. Here, the circle. But yeah. And I'm gonna hang it. I'm gonna hang it right here. I think this is a good spot for it. Like right there above my plant. But yeah, Orange, you should share more of your cooking. You're cooking so many like cakes and you're baking cakes, you're like making food. I would love to see more of it. Are you gonna stream eventually? I think you mentioned me that you wanted to stream. I would love to come and see your stream. Okay, can I tell you guys something crazy? Toby? Toby? What? Come here. Toby? What? Okay, sorry, 1 second. My cat's screaming at me. Toby? Hi! Are you okay? What do you say? Did you have a nightmare? Did you have a nightmare? Here, come here. Did you have a nightmare? Oh no. Oh, she was sleeping in the sun. She's just started yowling for some reason. Oh my goodness, did you have a nightmare? Oh, she was calling for her mommy. I love you so much. You're so soft. Look at the way she's clinging to my shoulder. I love her. She's like a little bundle of joy. She's so warm too, because she was laying in the sun. Would you like to just sit here with me forever? Okay, guys, I'm not moving. By the way, I always have to like have my back be backwards because like if it's even 1 inch forward, she'll jump off. So I guess I'm just in this position forever. Toby Cam. Orange says, yeah, planning GTO this year if I make some space and time. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. She's dreaming she got stuck in the oven. Oh no, not the mushroom oven. My whole house smells like burnt mushrooms right now. It's so strong. Do you smell like mushrooms? Do you like the mushrooms? I'm surprised she's not trying to jump off. She really did want me to grab her. Are you okay? Would you like to get down? Would you like to smell my breath? Would you like to smell my breath? Okay. She doesn't want to. She's like, ew, radishes. Gross. If it's anything like fruit or vegetables, she absolutely hates the smell. Okay. Oh no. Okay, there's an ad starting soon. But I wanted to talk about something that my brother-in-law told me today. It's very spicy. Well, not really, but it kind of. He was talking to me about the cycles of death and rebirth. He's not a Buddhist, and he's not a Taoist. He's like something. He's a traditional Chinese medicine. That's his religion. But he believes that the time of year that you're born dictates what your past life was like. And so I told him when my birthday was, and he was like, whoa, you were born a day before the earth was created. I'm like, okay. Apparently there's that. And then because I was born, hey Dom, what's up? I hope you're doing well. Oh no, you might have ads. RIP. Rest in peace, Dom. So he said that if you're born in April, it means that your past life, well, at the end of April, it means that in your past life you were a high level official. So like a government official, or like someone who made a lot of decisions. And I hurt a lot of people. Caste. Yeah, like a higher up in the caste system, I guess. Like a bureaucrat. Were you in charge of making Earth? No, I don't think so. Well, the thing is that like I was born one day before the anniversary of the day the Earth was created. So it wasn't literally the day before, but like, you know what I mean? Because then if I was literally born the day before the Earth was created, then I would have a hand in making it. I feel like I would remember something like that. But anyway, so he was like, so you were a high-ranking official, and your actions caused a lot of people to suffer. Okay. And then he's like, so what you need to do in this life is you need to be humble. And you need to be kind, and you need to help other people. He just kept telling me over and over. He was like, be humble, be humble. Like, I thought I was already, but okay. I mean, I'm not, but a little bit, maybe, hopefully. I need to be more humble. She's just gonna be behind me. Oh, you guys are in ad hell. Sorry. So I thought that was interesting. I asked him, I was like, so why would we have amnesia? Like, why wouldn't we remember what our past actions were? And he didn't really have an answer for me. But he does genuinely believe in past lives. And he does, and I asked him, I was like, okay, so the goal is to have this be your last life. But then he was like, no, that's not my goal. I'm like, but you just said that you wanted to go to heaven. Because, you know, the goal, like the cycle of samsara basically is that you're born, then you die, then you're born, then you reincarnate over and over and over again. And once you learn your fatal flaw, or you learn to overcome your past mistakes, then you get to go to heaven. And then if you're Hindu, you believe that from heaven you can even decide to like cease to exist, or like to start the cycle over again. You could decide to come back. Yeah, if you're a master, it would be chill to come back and help people. Yeah, like some people decide to come back and like experience it all. I think he believes that, well, so what happened in his past life, he said that in his past life, he apparently was very infatuated with himself, and he was very like wishy-washy with all the relationships in his life. So his family, his like romantic partners, his community, like he was just like kind of didn't really engage in all of it. He was just kind of self-absorbed. And so in this life, he's supposed to value his family, his friends, his community, and help other people. What happens if you meet your past partner? That's a good question. You should watch the show Past Lives. That's a good one. That will tell you what happens. Super, super dramatic. It's all about the yearning. Yeah, it's Korean. So Koreans also believe in past lives. So the protagonist meets someone who they believe that in a past life they were destined to be together. Two childhood friends over the course of 24 years, while they contemplate the nature of their relationship as they grow apart, living different lives. I will warn you, it is Not sad, but very melancholic. So just be prepared for that. It's so good. It's so, so, so good. It's like the epitome of yearning and longing, love, lost love. So it depends on the month and day you're born. Yes. The way he worded it was like the way the chi is arranged in the universe the day you're born. So that's what makes me think it's more like Taoism related, or it's definitely traditional Chinese medicine. It's like, I think it's just traditional Chinese medicine in its own thing. So the circumstances of chi when you were born dictate what your life is what your past life was. So it's fascinating. It's really fascinating to ask people what they think. You really have to hold back though, because like, I know people who, they believe that their version of reality is the only correct version to believe in. And you do have to like swallow yourself down. You have to swallow that down and be like, okay, I'm not going to take my worldview and superimpose it onto that person's. I'm going to have to suspend my disbelief, right? And just ask them questions, just approach with curiosity and help them help them investigate their own situation. Sounds astrological. Yeah, kind of in a way. Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because he underwent a huge transformation. Like, he used to be in the military, and he's like killed people before, which I cannot imagine. I can't imagine what it would be like to have killed people, and if that would weigh on you, like no matter what the circumstances are, you know. Because he was in Afghanistan, I think. No, was he in the Iraq War or Afghanistan? I think it was the Iraq War. So supposedly killing enemy combatants, whatever that means. I don't understand war. I don't care. I don't care what they are. The fact that you killed him, that bothers me. Now he sticks needles into people. Well, the thing is that, he does. And I'm worried in some cases that he's trying to overcome the guilt of his past and like do a lot of good. Do you ever meet people who are like this, where they might have done something in the past that they regret, and now the rest of their life they want to spend compensating for that, like repaying their debt or something? That's almost what reincarnation feels like to me, except on an even worse scale, because you're repaying a debt you didn't even know you caused. Like, you yourself didn't even have a part in creating that debt, but now you still got to repay it. I'm not sure if I don't know, but I do. Okay, Your Honor, I forgot I did. Okay, that's that's a good point. I just forgot. I'm a different person now. I've changed. I do believe that people can change. However, I do believe justice is necessary. Justice is necessary. I don't disagree with that. But I do think that like you can become a different person who no longer is capable of your past actions. You still have to atone for your past actions. You still have to reap the consequences. But going forward, you're not that person anymore. And you can choose to be better. Justice and balance is just the nature of things. You reap what you sow. Yeah. Well, something else he was saying to me was that the more you are kind to people around you, the more you cultivate kindness within yourself and express it outward, the more chi will arrange itself around you. So you know how I've talked about feng shui several times. I figured out what the feng shui Wenti was. I mean, the feng shui problem. The problem was that it's the way my yard is arranged. There needs to be a bunch of plants going along our driveway. So my mother-in-law is going to come over tomorrow. We're going to plant some stuff that makes a straight line to our front door. Anyway. 一点点. A little bit. Yeah, I was speaking Mandarin with her today, actually. Because I was showing her my sculptures. But, yeah, I mean, it's conversational. It's not the best, but... And she's always telling me I should improve. I should practice more. She's like, you should talk with your husband. And I'm like, I don't know. If any of you guys have a partner who speaks a different language, it's kind of awkward. It's kind of like I can't communicate. I can't, like, it's almost like talking to a different person, which is weird. Like, oh, whoa, my husband, that's weird. It's like I'm talking to a different version of him. And I'm not able to express myself the way I want to express myself to my husband. So that's why. Well, it fixed the chi. Yeah, it's spelled chi, Qi. So here's what he said. He said that depending on your inner circuit, so like you can arrange stuff around your house all day long. You can do it to make a really beautiful space. But like something you can also do is you can cultivate your inner chi, your inner experience, and then everything else will actually align itself around that. It's like, whoa, I didn't realize humans had that much capability. Apparently that's how it works. I think we're like, the way that they always describe it is like, we're like almost vessels. We're vessels that are cycling, like all beings cycle chi through them. We're like filters for chi. So chi comes in and it leaves in a certain way. And so when we're like creating really healthy pathways within ourselves, then it affects like the plants around us. It affects other people around us. I don't know. I kind of tend to agree with him. Like there's just certain people who, even if they don't water their plants all the time, right? It like the plants are thriving around them because they're just that kind of person. A person where plants just like love them and grow around them, and everything grows and flourishes, even though they're not a very regimented person. Chi might just be neutrinos. I don't know what neutrinos are. Sounds like something Ivan would know about. Neutrino is an elementary particle, let's see, that interacts with via the weak interaction and gravity. Electrically neutral, and because the rest mass is so small, it's long thought to be zero. So it's like massless particles. Whoa. What is it? Oh my god, there's so many symbols in here. There's math in here. I hate math. I hate math. You see this? Hold on. Look at all this math. Whoa. VE plus N0 plus. Orange says there's enough neutrinos passing through you now to power a cell phone. Nice. That's cool. Okay, so it does have some charge then. What does it do? Like, what does it do? Okay, here. Department of Energy. No one's been able to measure its mass. They come from natural radioactivity of the potassium in the fruit. Wait, huh? Oh, wait, so there's protons, neutrons, and electrons. What the fuck is a neutrino? How is it different than a proton, neutron, electron? Is it... what? Any positron fans in the chat? Dom, you're asking the wrong person. Wait, what's a positron? Oh my... Is that the same? I need the new lore. I guess I do. What? Is this quantum physics? Is this quantum physics? So are there positrons inside protons? And like neutrinos in neutrons? The electron neutrino... oh, so no, it's not. The muon neutrino and the tau neutrino. Oh my god, my brain hurts. Dune? Is this real, or is it just like a made up thing? No, it's real. Once produced, these ghostly particles almost never interact with other matter. Tens of trillions of neutrinos from the sun stream through your body every second, but you can't feel them. Well, what do they do? That's the question. What do they do? Thank you, Reddit. Okay, Reddit is going to be the thing. Here we go. Neutrinos are fundamental particles like electrons. They have no electric charge. They do not interact with normal matter as readily as other particles do. Weak interaction. Nuclear reactors. Flavor oscillations. Orange says no charge, but if there was a magical way to convert and extract them to energy, that's the theoretical equivalent power of a couple watts. Huh. The writers fell off. I can't even follow. No, literally, Dom. I'm reading this and my eyes are glazing over. I can't. Okay, cool. Well, maybe it is orange. Perhaps. It's the same thing as chi. I am convinced. I am convinced that, like, we just all have different names for things. So I believe it. I do think that chi is a real thing, but it might not be like the exact same as what some people think it is. It might not be like the ultimate. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. I don't know enough. Dom believes in prana, which I'm assuming is similar. Oh yes, the life force. And that's why they call pranayama. So like breath work. Right. Saturday morning here, gonna mow your lawn and collect wood for your Easter camp. Oh, I hope you have a good time, Orange. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy your Easter. Have a good time. Hopefully your lawn isn't too big. Okay, I wanted to... we'll explore a meme or two. And then I wanted to talk about Bryan Johnson. You know how it is. You know how it is. I'm going to talk about Bryan Johnson. Oh, mighty soul, may our flesh shrivel and sweeten under your scorching gaze. Soul, the benevolent and flesh-scorching, shall soon make raisins of us all. I just thought this is cute. This looks like a tiny little guy. Little raisin. Cool. Okay, so Bryan Johnson took 5-MeO-DMT, which, of course, the leader of my church made an Instagram post about that and is wanting to talk about it and share. So, wait, let me pull up his Instagram post. Why does everybody in Utah have a fascination with Bryan Johnson? I don't know. Do other people notice him or care? Probably not, right? But yeah. So he took 5. So the one thing that I want to ask myself is, weren't the mushrooms enough? I've only seen a bit of him. Oh. Well, I guess like different people stand out in different spheres. When I usually mention like he's the guy who had his son's blood transfused into him, then people know. Like if I say the immortal Unk, then everybody's like, oh, I know who that is, right? But not too many people follow him that closely. He did an interview with Robin Carhart Harris, who was actually like cited many times in Michael Pollan's book, How to Change Your Minds. So actually somebody who's doing like research with psilocybin, which I think is really cool. So my display capture is, that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be fine. I'll just not have it be full screen. But my question is like, why weren't the mushrooms enough for you? And will the DMT be enough? It feels like his fundamental answer, his fundamental path has not been altered in any way. Like, he's just experience seeking at this point. Which, like, that's okay. I mean, I am an experience seeking enjoyer myself. So, like, I'm not immune to that. I guess I'm just like, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm just like, I wish you would have dwelled more on like your mushroom experience and like the wisdom and the integration from that, instead of like immediately jumping to a new molecule to become obsessed with. So it seems like he's completely forgotten about mushrooms now and is like, DMT is the way to go, the God particle, you know? I mean, you look at all of his posts. So he's like, tomorrow I'm doing the world's most powerful entheogen. It obliterates the self and enables raw full spectrum consciousness. What I imagine the singularity will feel like. This is a longevity experiment and exploring the future of a deeply interwoven human and AI reality. He's one of those guys, those psychedelic guys, who's also has a fascination with AI. I just never understood. I never understood why some people, they diverge into two different paths. Like, you do psychedelics and then you become obsessed with AI, or you do psychedelics and you become obsessed with like plants and mushrooms. And I went the latter direction, but I don't know like what causes people to branch onto both. But look, here's what he's describing. He's saying, this was the most profound experience of my life. I am stunned beyond comprehension. This molecule is without peer. The 27 milligram dose opened up what felt like pure consciousness and intelligence, a majestic reveal of existence itself. In all its incomprehensible glory and majesty, it's impossible to explain with words. Whatever you imagine, multiply it by 1,000, and then add infinite width and depth and dimensions. I'm not trying to be arrogant or disrespectful. I'm trying to approach it critically. I just, I feel like my mind has been ruined. Like, there's no, the magic's gone. The cat's out of the bag. There's nothing I can do to put it back in. So when I read this, all I'm picking up on is, wow, he had an incredible chemical experience within his brain. He discovered the potential of his own mind that was put in a completely different light. I don't think he was taken anywhere. I don't think he saw anything outside of himself. It sounds very cynical. Yo, what happened, dude? Why am I so cynical? I don't know. I don't want to ruin other people's fun. I don't want to ruin other people's fun. I guess it's just like, the reason why I'm skeptical is because, like, I myself am trying to be content with knowing that there is no magic in this existence. But that doesn't mean other people can't find it. And I can't be happy for them. I want to be happy. I need to be happy for them. I want to be happy for them. That's so great. I'm glad you found your magic. I'm glad you found your God. Can I see him, please? Thanks for being here, Tweet. I will. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Nice to hang out. I think mostly, maybe it's jealousy. I think it's jealousy. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of other people having profound experiences. While simultaneously taking for granted the profound experiences I have had. I'm very reductive when I consider my past experiences. Like, I'm very quick to, like, put them in a box and be like, this is what happened. I hallucinated. This is what happened. The chemicals went berserk in my brain. And I saw things that weren't there. And I guess the question is, does it matter? Does it matter whether what he saw was the universe itself and God itself, or whether he just had an extremely profound perspective change? Maybe it doesn't matter. The thing is, like, he wrote a manifesto afterwards called the Immortalism Manifesto. And I guess I was hoping for more. I was hoping for more, but it's largely a summary of everything that's happened before. Like, the ancient Egyptians built pyramids. He's talking like the Bible, scriptures, Christianity, immortality, other people. So again, he's still on his path of, we must live forever. We must. Now, I don't know if he genuinely believes that we can live forever, or whether he just wants to really, really elongate our lives. I guess one question I want to ask him is he afraid of dying? He seems extremely afraid of dying. Which, I mean, that's reasonable. So am I. So am I. I'm afraid of dying. I don't want to die. And he really thinks he can control this inevitability. It's inevitable. He will die. He can't stop it. And he's lived his whole life up to like 50-something years old. And I'm just hoping he's not looking back with regret. It does seem like he's looking back with regret. I mean, this is textbook midlife crisis. Literally, we were looking at the definition of midlife crisis. And I'm not saying to like make fun of him or anything, but I just like, I don't want him to be so disappointed when inevitably he dies, or he's confronted with the reality of his death. We just get into so many loopholes of like, there's so many thought patterns of like, we'll do anything to escape that inevitability by any means necessary. We just want to cling on to ourselves so badly. So anyway, he gives like these equations. Survival alone is not sufficient. A system may satisfy this inequality and yet remain static, perfectly stabilized, but incapable of further improvement. For life to not only persist, but continue evolving, a second condition must hold. And apparently this means the capacity to repair, learn, and adapt must continue to grow. If it does not, the system risks entering a state of controlled equilibrium. I don't know, dude. I don't want to be cynical. It's just a mind state. It's a mind state. It's one I want to overcome. I want to believe him. The next stage of life will not be written by natural selection alone. It will be written by deliberate choice. If humanity chooses wisely, the ancient promise that once lived only in temples and scripture may finally find expression in the physical world. And then he quotes the Bible, which I was like, oh, that's interesting. He used to be Mormon, so that makes it really interesting. So he's basically, the whole thing is saying like, we need to work with AI to help us learn how to avoid dying. And I'm all for like helping us age more gracefully, helping us like maintain our independence and capabilities until the very end. I love that. I love that idea. Like maintaining mobility. When you see like all the videos of like the centenarians in Okinawa, in like I think Loma Linda, California, in like all those blue zones, right? And they're still living a very high quality of life even at 100 years old. Of course I want everybody to live that way. And maybe that's what he means. Maybe that's what he's wanting. And if so, that's excellent and that's great. He just keeps using the word immortal, which is a bit confusing. I'm not sure what he's really, like, if that's what he's really intending, or maybe he's just using very, very dramatic language to get his point across. Maybe that's what it is. But I mean, people are going to read this and think that he genuinely thinks that immortality is possible. And, I mean, I don't think it should be possible. Because then we would just lose all the special parts of life. Life would be meaningless if we were immortal. Sorry, jump scare. He approaches. Oh no, it's the Hat Man. He's coming for you. It's always the same picture too. It's like a dark room. You got like old curtains and like an old wallpaper on the wall. I half expect this to be a GIF and him to just like jump scare me. I don't think it is, hopefully. That'd be so scary if it was. Oh, that would get me so bad. What will you do? Will you ignore, retreat, acknowledge, embrace, resist, conversate, seduce, submit, or strike? I don't know what I would do. Probably, hello, surprise. I reply. What would you do? The Hat Man came for you. What about number 7? Is there a question of the day? No, I should have thought of one. I'm sorry, guys. I really planned on having an engaging stream today. It didn't end up being that. Let me think. Mostly today I just wanted to show off my art. But consult notebook. Yeah, I don't have anything. I'm sorry. But on next time I stream, don't worry. I'll have everything planned out. We'll be doing yoga. We'll be doing interesting conversation. We'll be no questions today, only answers. Maybe. Only the fruits of our labor. That's what today is all about. You're gonna try and talk to him? How would you talk to him? Maybe he does just want to talk. Maybe he's just misunderstood. Hat Man. Well, I've heard that if you steal his little hat, that it'll take away his powers. Got a random sub on Twitch again.
Yes!
Yes! Wait, I love that emote. Yes! That's crazy. The algorithm knows. You must have I've noticed I get gift subs for people I've scrolled past. Even if you just scroll past them, the algorithm will register that you've seen them before. I think that was made in Canva. This looks like it was made in Canva. That's cool. Hot boy. Yo, those are clean, actually. Wait, I'm kind of jealous. I need to up my game. I made these in Canva, and I'm not super happy with them. I said Canva, not Canada. Oh, but they're from Canada. That's funny. Sorry, I said Canva. The tool that makes anyone a graphic designer. You guys, if you look out at billboards, you'll notice that I think most people are using Canva these days. It makes it so easy. Not sponsored, by the way, but you feel like a marketing expert when you use Canva, because it makes everything line up perfectly. You have so much selection of fonts and colors. I feel like an absolute pro using it. Okay, I want to move over to another meme. Thank you for making... This is for everybody. Hello, Bear. How's it going? Bear, we're doing an update of the Mycelium Sculptures. So they're all finished. Well, the Twitch logo is still in the oven, but here's the circle one. I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it. It's me, bad hot boy. Wow, there's so much text to reply. That's crazy. Yeah, words can be fun as long as they're big enough. Yo, I still want to do that one that was Eclecte sent at one point, where there's a timer that counts down from 99. A GIF that literally lasts for 99 seconds. That was crazy. I thought it was gonna explode. Yeah, it's Bear. It was so fun to do. So I got my brick over here. Which, look at the top of it. It got all tan and shit. Because the mycelium, when it dries out, it gets a little bit stressed out. But it smells very mushroomy. Not really in a good way. It doesn't smell that great. But it's not that strong. Unless you put your nose up to it, you can't smell it. But when I'm cooking it in the oven, it fills the entire room. A giant dried tofu and a giant rice waffle. Yeah, well, I was thinking about putting a yin yang on this. What do you think? Like carving out a yin yang. Bear ended up being ill yesterday. Oh man, wait, I thought you were just barely recovering from your illness. It wasn't done with you yet. Completely lost my voice. Feeling better today and I can kind of talk. Oh man, that's rough. Well, I'm glad you can talk now. And then I got these cookies. I just dropped one. It's fine. I'm not sure. We were wondering what to do. Dom says it's more Taoist to leave it uncarved. The uncarved mycelium. That first stream illness. Yeah, first stream illness. But it's super light. It's almost like a frisbee. Here, catch. I like how shiny the top is. You see how shiny that is? It's because it's really smooth. But like, it's simultaneously smooth and soft. Like super microfibery. It feels like I'm running my finger across a microfiber cloth. Caught the twitch. Bear, what did you think about your first stream? I showed up to Bear's first stream and it was excellent. He had it all planned out. He had a PowerPoint and shit. He was like the most prepared. That was the most prepared first stream I've ever seen. And like some people showed up. Dom showed up. Sam showed up. And I was looking at a couple other people showed up. Although they were just lurking. I will say this. So Bear, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. But I do have a lot of experience, like, being a small streamer. And, like, people will stream for months to 0 people. No viewers at all. Like, people will just, like, shout into the void for hours and hours and hours to 0 people and have experience. It's completely normal and, like, people have, like, absolutely 0 viewers. So, like, the fact that on your first stream you had, like, the amount of, it was amazing. I mean, it was good. So it was a really great first stream in my opinion. But what do I know? I probably shouldn't talk about viewership. That's probably a taboo. I'm very candid. I wish somebody would have told me that when I had my first streams, because I was streaming to no one for like 3 months, 2 or 3 months. And then I had one person come in, and then I had another person come in, and that's what kept the momentum going for me. So, but yeah, if you look on r/Twitch startup, like there's so many people out there just like streaming to the void and asking, how do I stop streaming to the void? You know. Oh, I'm glad you thought it was fun, and that's all that matters, really. I look forward to coming to the next one too. And like when you eventually have that format of where you're talking to people, like people get to call in, I think that would be cool as well. Oh yeah, you gotta go in your settings and upload. Yeah, shoot, there's a setting where it's like publish VODs or like save VODs, because otherwise it'll just delete it and it'll be gone forever. Sorry. But if you go to r/Twitch startup, that was a great place for me to learn and like get it and see other people who are like just barely starting out. A lot of people trying to get affiliate, a lot of people like asking for help and advice, like audio help. You can advertise your stream on here too, so you can put anything you want, like self-promotion. So this is mostly for people to self-promote. And then if you just go to r/Twitch, this is not for self-promotion. Yo, why am I seeing hello? That's not what I'm wanting to see. Another Twitch nip slip. Why do I want to say? That's not what I was looking for. Hello? Okay, 1 second. We're gonna navigate away before we. I didn't, you guys. I didn't realize that Reddit has like hardcore pornography on here. I was looking up something the other day. I wanted to find a nice meme for one of my friends, and I look up r/Latinas. And of course, my dumbass sees the pictures are hidden where it's like spoiler alert, and it doesn't register that means that whatever's behind it is obviously like not safe for work. So I open every image and it's like hardcore pornography, and I'm like, it was like 9 a.m. I was not expecting to be hit with that. I was like, it's Tuesday morning. Why am I seeing this? So that was something I learned recently. I didn't know you could do that on Reddit. Reddit is like the Wild West. You can do anything on here. But yeah, like, okay, so like r/Twitch is where you can actually like, there's a lot more people, there's a lot more people active on here and like asking really, interesting questions. A lot of it's about like, oh, let's see. Here's one. Been casually watching a lot of the small streaming communities for a while now, and I keep noticing something, but honestly, maybe this will give me some interesting wisdom. Streamers I've seen actually start growing. Don't seem that different from the ones who stay stuck on paper. Same consistency, similar setups, both putting in the time. There's something about the ones moving forward that's kind of hard to put into words. It's almost like they decided what their stream actually was before they started. Not just the game or the schedule, but like the vibe, the energy, who they're talking to, what kind of place they're building. That stuff seems locked in early for them. Huh. Don't deny it, you kept looking at the hot Latinas. Well, I did keep investigating to see like, okay, maybe that was just a one-off. Maybe I'll find a meme somewhere in here. Nope. It may surprise you, but I do not, and this is not me like virtue signaling or any bullshit. I'm just like, it is what it is. It may surprise you, but I do not watch pornography at all. And also it's illegal here in Utah. I don't know how I was able to see that on Reddit because it's typically not allowed on Utah websites. It's like blocked. I think the biggest switch that I made was like letting go of the need for people to be watching me and basically being like, am I enjoying myself right now? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Am I not enjoying myself? Okay, turn off the stream. Dom said, my small streamer friend got baited with a link the other day that looked like a duck game, but was hardcore stuff and slurs. He was so shook. Was that while he was live, Dom? Oh no. See, that's why I don't allow links on here unless you're a VIP, because I don't know what people are gonna send me. I mean, I trust basically everybody who comes here, but you know, you never know when something like that is gonna happen, right? So, anyway, Bear, we were talking about Bryan Johnson and his journey into 5-MeO-DMT, and kind of my skepticism around it, in the sense like personally I've never tried 5-MeO-DMT. I might at one point. Again, like all my criticism for other people experience seeking, that just goes out the window because I do the same thing. Would I try it for the experience? Yeah, probably. But I'm skeptical of it because he keeps going from one molecule to the other, thinking that it's gonna like show him God or show him something new or something else, and it's like, it's just the searching. I see a lot of him in myself. Respect in the chat for all the truckers worldwide. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bear says, I'm a bit hesitant to the idea of building an audience. I'm much more interested in a small community of curious folks, and then figure out how to find people who could use a moment of connection with me as their guide. Well, and I've noticed this happen on Joy of Thinking stream, where there's one point where I tuned into his stream, and somebody was calling in, and it was like they needed to talk to somebody. They were in a very vulnerable state, and he listened to them, and he provided the space for them, and the person was like, I mean, they could have been under the influence of something, but it was still a very like meaningful moment for them. They were just going on and on about like how he helped them, and how the conversation was really transformative for them, and how he saw him as a brother, and like he, you know, and it is like, wow, like there was so much that was shared. Yeah, sure. You can share something wild. Let me know. Bear says, I look forward to experiencing DMT. Haven't yet. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will at some point. One of his callers, I knew him like 2 years ago in the music producer Twitch community. Dude faked his own death. Okay. Whoa. That is interesting. People are so fascinating. This is why I look forward to Bear, but also Bear, I will say, it's very admirable what you aim to do, because like people are so vulnerable on the internet, and if you're giving that, if you are being just wide open, anybody can call in and I'll provide therapy for them, then you do put yourself at risk for like very intense trauma dumping, and which I know you have the experience for that, and you're very experienced. I'm just like, it may be interesting to see what people come to you with, and hopefully it doesn't exhaust you. That's one thing I'm worried about, is like it'll drain you in some way. Like hopefully it's something that's like uplifting and additional for you, in addition to your practice, because I'm sure what you have with your patients is already, you know, you only have so much in your cup, right, to give other people. And so, but yeah, perhaps I'm speaking out of place, but I mean, it's a much needed resource in the community, I think. Like just a place for people to talk and be themselves. That's like, I'm trying to create that, although I'm still kind of trying. A lot of it's like assessing, like what can I bring to the table? What do people need? And can I provide that? If I can't provide that, then I go back to square one and like see, okay, what else? What else can I provide? What else? I'm still searching. I think you just gotta keep trying, and you never know, like there's people on Twitch like gold strikes, and they just like suddenly, whatever they were doing at that one moment, like everybody wants to watch them. I think it's all like, a lot of it's pretty random. My cup is filled with vulnerability, even chaotic versions of it. I think we do need more vulnerability, and I appreciate how you were really vulnerable on your stream as well. Just like right off the bat, like talking about your personal life experiences. I do wish people would do more of that, because like it just shows that you are not alone. And like I think we need to have more spaces where it's like appropriate and lunch date incoming. I haven't thought, well, just kidding. I have thought about him today. I think about him every day. It's just like, it's one of those things that comes to my brain and I'm like, okay, can we please, like, this is annoying. I'm done. I don't know. The mind works in mysterious ways. I didn't go to church last Sunday. I will be going tomorrow. On Sunday. I'm gonna bring my brick. I'm gonna showcase my brick and be like, look at my stuff. I grew this for you guys. Okay, anyway, that was the spring ovaries. Well, it doesn't help that I'm ovulating. Okay, anyway, no, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about something else. We're talking about... See, the consequence of being vulnerable sometimes... Mods, timeout replay. Yeah. Replay, timeout replay. The consequence of being vulnerable is once you say something, you can't go back. And you don't always have control over the narrative that you put forth, right? People are going to form their own version of whatever. Like, you could say one thing, and then that tells somebody one story, and they'll ignore everything else. I'm not saying that for people here, but I'm just saying in general. Like, so you got to be really careful with the vulnerability. It's come back to bite me so many times in my life, where it's like, if I'm not being as precise as humanly possible, then people are going to form this idea about me that's incorrect. But like, at the same time, like, do you always have to be in control of your narrative? Oh, you too, Dom. You get it. I should let go of being in control of my narrative all the time. Although I don't know. I like myself. I want other people to like me. I want people to understand me. So, but the thing is, like, if it's taking a lifelong constant process to understand for me to understand me, then how can I expect anybody to understand me either? I can't expect anybody to fully understand me because I don't even understand me. So therefore I need to let go of that a little bit. Like, just like, be yourself, just be true to yourself. And like, if people don't like that, then they'll leave, and that's okay. But then maybe people will see you giving off your true self and actually be like, wow, I like this. I want to be around you. I'll spend time with you. But I guess if you live your life in constant fear of how other people perceive you, then I don't think you get to experience either one. You just live your whole life in here. You just live your whole life inside your own head, which is not always fun. So, anyway. It is interesting. It is very interesting, the whole limerence thing. Not that I'm abandoning the topic altogether, but I don't have any new information at this point. Like, I'm only going to talk about it if I have new information and new insights. Bear recommended to me a book by Jung. I forget what it was called, but I'll be able to find it. No worries. And then I'm going to continue reading the other book. It's basically just, I need to gain more knowledge. It's life is a constant balance of like gaining more knowledge, gaining more experience, acting on it, learning from doing the scientific process, learning from your mistakes, gaining more knowledge so you know where to go next. It's like, it's just constant all the time. So whatever stage you're at right now, it's at the stage you need to be at. All we can do is just try our best every day. Most days I don't even know what I'm trying to do or looking for, but sometimes I get glimpses of like what direction I'm supposed to go in, and then I go in that direction. and I follow it until its conclusion. And then once, so like this art project, for example, happiness. No, I'm not really chasing happiness. Well, okay, maybe I am. But I'm chasing new experiences. I'm experience seeking. And because it's fun. But like, I enjoy the process of doing the thing instead of like, now that I have the sculpture done, it's not, I mean, I look at it and I'm like, wow, I did it. But at the same time, I'm like, I kind of just enjoyed doing the whole thing. When I look back on all the failures and all the things that, all the time that it required, I mean, dude, it required like 4 months or something. Yeah, it's that's what makes it worth it for me. So now I need to move on to another thing, the next thing. And so I guess I just have to determine, what is that? Do I keep experimenting with the mushrooms and the mycelium and like, you know, see if I can superimpose ink on top of them, on top of the fur. I want to like rub my nose on it. I'm just gonna sit here and just rub it. My new fidget toy. I don't want to damage it, so I'm just carefully touching it. The more you touch it, I think the more yellow it gets. I mean, that's what happened with the triangle. I just want to. Don't let the intrusive thoughts win. I just want to lick it. No, I'm not. No. It's not going to taste as good. That's the thing. I had my friend that I visited, and I gave her that art piece, and she was saying she deleted her social media because she was posting every day on social media about like what she was up to. She was like going to parties. She was like showcasing things around her life, her house, and like and I would always check in on her updates. I'd be like, oh, what's she doing today? And it was very enjoyable. Apparently she had like a community of people on WhatsApp check in. But she said she deleted it because she wasn't sure whether people really cared about her or they just kind of wanted to, it was just another spectacle to enjoy. Like, and also she would post like her friends on there, and she would just constantly get messages from her male friends being like, can I get her number? Can I get her Instagram? Her married male friend, by the way. And when she got a message from her married male friend asking for this girl's number, she was like, I've had enough. I can't do this anymore. Like, I don't blame her, honestly. Because she's like, do you care about me, or do you just care about like what I post? Right? Do you actually care about me as a person, or are you just like consuming me? Am I just a product that you're consuming? Bear says, do you intentionally feel what arises once you've completed an art project? I mean, I kind of feel like that's what I'm doing today, is kind of contemplating like, oh, now that it's done, how do I feel? Earlier in the beginning of the stream, we were going through all the failures and like looking at pictures and stuff and like describing the final project and enjoying it in all of its splendor. And that's what I like to do. I like to enjoy things and like brag about them. I like bragging about stuff. I'm like, please give me attention. I did something. And that's fun. But now it's fizzled out, and that's okay. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Dom. Wow. It's amazing. So anyway. Sorry guys, I didn't really have too many topics to talk about today, so I think I may conclude a bit early. We had a nice little 2-hour session. But the next time you see me, I'm gonna have my sculpture on the wall behind me. Should we raid somebody? Probably not. But I hope you have a fantastic weekend, my friends, and new fun await. Yes, Joy of Thinking. Yes, I think that's a great idea. Go check out Joy of Thinking, everybody. I'm not gonna rate him, because last time he says like, this is the 3rd time you've rated me, and then I was like, oh, okay, I won't rate you for a while. He didn't mean it in a bad way. I was just like, okay. I don't want to come on too strong. You know what I mean? So, okay, my friends, have a fantastic weekend. Explore everything. Good to see you. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.